Gable Steveson, an Olympic gold medalist, ventured into the electrifying world of professional wrestling with dreams as high as the Olympic podium he stood upon. Yet, the transition proved more daunting than he anticipated, and in the fast-paced realm of WWE, he struggled to leave a memorable mark. Sadly, his journey came to a halt in May 2024, following a string of underwhelming performances that led to his release. Similarly, Tom Magee, who once radiated with the promise of being the next Hulk Hogan, burst onto the wrestling scene with an impressive debut that captured everyone's attention. However, as time rolled on, his skills faltered dramatically, leading to a brief stint in wrestling history that faded from memory. It's a poignant reminder of how quickly fortunes can shift in this unpredictable industry. Then there was Karma, a powerhouse known for her formidable wrestling prowess. Her journey in WWE began with great promise, yet life's personal battles soon clouded her path. These setbacks ultimately contributed to her swift exit from the company, illustrating how external factors can thwart even the brightest of beginnings. As we turn the page, we encounter the story of Ultimo Dragon, who realized a lifelong dream when he stepped into Madison Square Garden. Yet, shortly after this monumental moment, his star began to dim. Struggling with a series of losses and untimely injuries, his debut quickly became overshadowed, serving as a cautionary tale of the fickle nature of success in wrestling. This theme of injuries' impact resonates deeply through the narratives of both Ultimo Dragon and Dr. Death Steve Williams. Each faced their own set of challenges that not only altered their trajectories within WWE but also reshaped public perception of their capabilities. Their journeys remind us how vulnerability can unexpectedly undermine even the strongest wrestlers. Dr. Death Steve Williams burst onto the WWE scene with high hopes and lofty expectations, yet his aspirations took a nosedive following a humiliating knockout in the Brawl for All tournament. This incident left a lasting mark, severely impeding his credibility and aspirations in the ring, painting a vivid picture of how one moment can echo throughout a career. The unfortunate comparison of Steve Williams to wrestling titans like Brock Lesnar highlights the unfulfilled potential lurking within the industry. It showcases a heartbreaking reality: talent can sometimes remain unrecognized, leaving fans to ponder what might have been for these incredible athletes. In a parallel narrative, Ryback's meteoric rise in WWE initially showcased his sheer dominance and charisma. However, lurking behind the curtain were backstage issues and a disorienting lack of direction that eventually contributed to his plummet from grace. Through his journey, we see the precarious balance wrestlers must maintain to stay afloat in a volatile environment. Hideo Itami, with a promising ascent in NXT, faced his own share of struggles, primarily due to relentless injuries and a roster brimming with talent. His tale underscores the importance of timing, revealing how external elements can derail even the most gifted performers, leaving us to reflect on how closely success and fate intertwine in wrestling. Kozlov's career took an intriguing turn as he was initially portrayed as a comedic character, a stark contrast to the expectations of a serious wrestler. This disconnect impacted his credibility, as audiences struggled to grasp the essence of his character. Here we see how important it is for wrestlers to resonate with fans in a way that feels authentic. Despite this rocky start, Kozlov did achieve notable victories, defeating major stars like Jeff Hardy and The Undertaker, which evidenced his potential in the ring. However, remarkably, these triumphs did not cement his place in the upper echelons of WWE, leaving us to wonder how victories can sometimes fail to translate into lasting momentum or championship glory. As Kozlov transitioned to ECW, the trajectory of his career took a significant downturn, underscoring a perceived lack of faith from WWE in his abilities. This shift towards comedic roles illustrated a fundamental truth in wrestling: sometimes, raw talent is overshadowed by how well it can be developed and presented to the audience. Meanwhile, Sin Cara faced significant hurdles, particularly stemming from communication barriers that hampered his performance in WWE. These challenges made it difficult for him to establish a coherent match structure and connect with his opponents effectively. His struggles serve as a reminder of how crucial communication is in the world of professional wrestling. Lex Luger's attempt to step into Hulk Hogan's legendary shoes came with its own set of trials, including a rushed character transition and a noticeable lack of mic skills. These hurdles hindered his ability to resonate with fans, leaving us pondering the complexities of character development in wrestling. Despite WWE's significant investment in Lex Luger, demonstrated through initiatives like the famed Lex Express, the character's lack of an authentic connection with the audience ultimately sealed his fate. It's a poignant lesson for all: fans gravitate towards genuine personalities, making it clear that imitation rarely wins their hearts.